The planet men rebel against Groot's tyranny. Unable to distinguish between friend and foe, they now attack the planet laboratory.
Send the strange craft away, and may it never return. Hold him.
Stop it! He'll wreck the Cosmojet, and us with it.
For the Red Planet. Who's ever at the controls on Ergo means to destroy us. Our speed is in excess of 10,000.
Dr. Groot, can't you get control?
The remote controls on Ergo are locked. All these controls are frozen. What will happen to us? In the area of space known as the exosphere, there is a band of heat known as the thermosphere. We will pass through it.
Will it slow us down?
No. The heat may melt the Cosmojet.
That's a cheerful thought.
But before we reach the thermosphere, our jet may fall into a permanent pattern of rotation about the sun.
How long will that go on?
If we're swung into that rotation, we'll continue on that course forever.
I will destroy these controls so that no Earth rocket will ever land on Ergo again.
Don't do it. Our friends are on the Cosmojet. They will be doomed.
All who have invaded our planet are doomed.
No, don't do it.
Law, please listen.
The Earthmen have made slaves of us.
Dr. Groot made slaves of my father and all our friends.
They worked with him.
They were forced to. All those that he brought from Earth he made into slaves.
They could resist him.
They're trying to. When they overthrow Dr. Groot, Ergo will be yours.
What my daughter says is true. You've sent 2 innocent people to destruction.
I will trust you, Professor Dorn. If I have put innocent men in danger, you must try to save them. Let him go.
We're turning. We're retracing our course.
We're headed back toward Ergo.
Bringing the Cosmojet back to Ergo.
You must be ready to make prisoners of Dr. Groot and Rekov.
I'll be ready.
We've made captives of our 3 friends in the laboratory. They should be released.
I'll order it.
And tell my assistant to dehypnotize R4.
Reversing the energy force to bring Robot 4 out of the spell.
Law, this is Professor Dorn. The Cosmojet has arrived. Bring your men to the landing platform.
Professor Dorn has brought us back safely.
Rex, I feared we would be too late. It was Ella who convinced Law that you must be saved.
We'll get around to thanking you for a lot of things, Ella.
And I hope this is the beginning of the end of Groot's evil plans.
You and your people will regret this. I'll be free. And when I am, I'll not enslave you. I'll destroy your entire civilization.
You two will stand guard. Let none enter the cell unless sent by me.
Dr. Groot's power will not be broken until his laboratory on Earth is taken over.
Well, most of us are familiar with it. That can be done.
Our most important task is to appropriate all his available stores of cosmonium.
In your hands, that would give us final control over Dr. Groot.
To carry out our plan, one or two of us must return to Earth.
I'll go.
You can count me in on that.
We'll make the flight in your atomic plane, Professor.
You will have to make captive of Dr. Groot's Earth assistant.
That's Jarva. It'll be a pleasure.
The sooner our work is accomplished, the safer it's going to be for everyone on Earth.
Let's take off at once.
I'm ready.
Alden has recharged the plane's atomic power plant. Is that correct?
Yes, it's been recharged and tested.
Let's get underway, Darl.
Taking off from Ergro.
R4 to Dr. Groot. R4 to Dr. Groot.
This is Dr. Groot. Proceed, R4.
R12 and Earthman Darl have just taken off for return to Earth planet.
What are their plans?
They're planning to take over your laboratory on Mount Vulcan.
Can you get us out of here?
No, it is too closely watched.
Then listen. Professor Dorn has a small apparatus for producing invisibility.
What he calls the infrangible ray?
Yes, that's it. Find it and bring it to me.
I understand. Have you contacted the robot men? I was awaiting your instructions. They're to be assembled later. All of them are to be dehypnotized. Something unusual happened while you were in headquarters cave. What was it? One of the planet men entered. As he walked across the cave, he suddenly disappeared from sight. It doesn't seem possible that anyone could vanish. This case is closed.
When we land, I want to talk to my boss, Ken Walper. I know he'll be able to help us.
We need someone to take charge after we capture Groot's Mount Vulcan headquarters.
Walper's our man.
Calling Dr. Groot on Ergro. Come in, Dr. Groot. This is Jarva. Emergency. Jarva calling from Earth Laboratory. Come in, Dr. Groot.
Don't answer under any circumstances.
Calling Dr. Groot on Ergro. Come in, Dr. Groot. This is Jarva. Emergency.
Being attacked by cosmic bursts.
That knife took us out of range.
Whoever's using us for a target won't dare use the cosmic power too near Earth. Directional finders could pick up the source.
So the yarn Brent told us is on a level. I really got into a space projectile with Groot, and we blasted off.
Were you able to make a deal with him for his gadgets?
I thought I had, but I soon found out that you can't do business with him.
He'll destroy anyone who tries to stand in his way.
That's right. Our lives were in danger, so we teamed up with Rex and Professor Dorn.
Seems to me this ought to be reported to the authorities.
I tried that, but they said they weren't buying any science fiction.
If this Groot character is as sharp as you say, can he be taken?
I think so. Professor Dorn is really the brains. He can beat Groot at any phase of science.
Well, you should know. Go ahead with your job. Take over his Earth headquarters.
Right.
Let me pass. This is food for the prisoner. Your leader sent it.
I found something. It's a copy of Groot's plan for world domination.
Let's take a look at it and see what we're up against.
Ella, will you find your father and tell him about this?
Right away.
They're in a state of suspended animation. Will they remain that way? Until I release them. Now I'll send a message to Jarva.
This is Jarva. I've been trying to contact you, Dr. Groot.
I've no time to explain the delay. R-12 and Darl are planning to attack you.
I saw the plane through the stelloscope.
Allow them to come within range, then use the cosmic projector on them. I want them taken alive.
I understand.
When you've done that, contact me by Astra Radio. Use only the fractional frequency cycle so that no one can tune in on us.
Yes, sir.
Don't fail, Jarva. This is most vital.
In a moment, they'll be released from suspended animation. They'll not even be aware that anything has happened.
Fine. I'll join Tim and Brent at once and study the Groot master plan.
I can proceed with our next step.
Yes. And prepare the cosmic cannon for action in case we need it. Ella, you go with Alden.
The entrance to the cave is behind this cupboard.
What's that?
A hidden spring.
Trick door.
That sounds like a train. Couldn't be. But it is.
Will Grood be able to regain control of Urgro? What will cause this attack on Grood's Earth headquarters?
Don't fail to see In the Grip of the D-Thermo Ray, Chapter 14 of The Lost Planet, at this theater next week.